You got to win the midterms, because if we don't win the midterms, it's just going to be, I mean, they'll find a reason to impeach me. I'll get impeached. We don't impeach them. You know why? Because they're meaner than we are. We should have impeached Joe Biden for 100 different things. They are mean and smart.
Trump just accidentally called for his own impeachment while simultaneously threatening Democrats with execution. Yes, this actually happened. Trump was rage posting about Democrats because they had the audacity to remind military members of their oath to not follow illegal orders. And in the process, he accidentally boosted an account named Impeach Trump for the third time. This goes to show he doesn't even have the cognitive skills to read what he's reposting or who he's reposting it from. He just smashes send. But here's the real dangerous part. What this clown was doing was actually accusing 6 Democrats that were former military members of sedition, a charge that says it's punishable by death. And he even reposted a message saying, hang them. Now his defense secretary is threatening to recall Senator Mark Kelly to active duty.
Ayer, Trump dijo que si él pierde en noviembre, lo van a sacar de ahí. They're going to impeach him. Pues, este noviembre 2026 tenemos que votar, tenemos que gritar nuestro voto si no queremos estar como estamos ahora. Usted, juventud, que protesta por sus padres, es importante que venga a votar. Es importante que se escuche su voz. Escuchen a Trump diciendo que si él pierde en noviembre, lo van a sacar de la presidencia. Espero que karma venga pronto.
You got to win the midterms, because if we don't win the midterms, it's just going to be, I mean, they'll find a reason to impeach me.
Donald Trump is now floating the idea of canceling the 2026 midterms as he is afraid they will lose and he will be impeached. Now, this was today during a conference call with congressional Republicans, where Donald Trump was going over strategies for the upcoming midterms and what the Republicans should focus on and not focus on. And then at one point lamented that they even have to run against Democrats at all, saying this.
Did the worst job. They had the worst policy. We have to even run against these people. Now, I won't say cancel the election. They should cancel the election because they're fake.
Right. I won't say cancel the election, that they should cancel the election. I'm just saying it. And that right there, we are well past the point of suggesting that Donald Trump won't do something. We are certainly well past that. But it's my estimation that Donald Trump is trying to tell Republicans, somebody find me a way that we can cancel this election, because he knows they're going to lose. He talked about it quite a few times during this speech, during this conference. He talked about losing and being impeached. He knows it's coming, and he's trying to find a way out.
Trump is going to get impeached this year, and the only way that we can get that completed is if we win midterms. We need to flood that motherfucker with Democrats all day, every day, as much as we possibly can. Now, gradually going on throughout the year, they're going to have different days for different dates that you guys can go in and take the time to go do your voting. I need you physically there, physically in line, physically writing, physically doing everything. We've seen what they did last time with the elections, for the presidential elections, with them burning ballots, taking away our ballots, sending in those ballots. Fuck that. Physically, you need to be in the line, because they're going to find and try to do everything they possibly can to fuck up the system, so you cannot get it done correctly. You need to make sure that nothing but Democrats are in office. Okay? I don't give a damn how you feel about what Democrats do or anything like that. At the end of the day, I think we've all seen personally that they're the best decision to make at the current moment for us to be able to have a motherfucking foot in the door to have a conversation about the shit we need done.
I have some late breaking news. Donald Trump is worried. He is very worried, as he is starting to float the idea about not having the midterms. Because you know why he's worried? He's worried about the Democrats winning and him getting impeached. A conference call with congressional Republicans, Donald Trump was going over strategies for the midterms. He's worried. And he wants to go over what the Republicans should focus on and what they shouldn't. Basically, he fed him this line: do they even have to run against the Democrats at all? It seems like he wants to make something up. He has something brewing, and it's going to be interesting. Then Mr. Donald Trump said, quote, I won't say cancel the election. They should cancel the election because they're fake, right? There he goes, talking nonsense again, trying to make everything look like it's going to be rigged, this and that they didn't lose and this and that. But you know what? An election is an election, and the midterms are going to get rid of the Republicans, and the Democrats are going to regain power.
We have breaking news right now. The first United States senator has called for Donald Trump's impeachment. Georgia Senator Jon Ossoff, a Democrat appearing at a recent town hall in Cobb County, called for Trump's impeachment, saying he strongly agrees with it, saying that Trump has done a number of impeachable offenses that have reached the threshold of past impeachments set by the House of Representatives. The threshold, remember, is a violation of high crimes or misdemeanors. Senator Jon Ossoff is just one of 100 to convict a president of to convict in an impeachment trial. You need 67. So, folks, this is still unlikely, but this is the first, right? Everything starts somewhere. And to impeach a president, you need to go through the House of Representatives, which needs to vote, and then you need to go to the United States Senate, where there will be a trial. Right now, there are pending articles of impeachment, I believe introduced by Al Green. They have gone nowhere, though, but this is the first senator calling for the impeachment. Spread the word. I'll do a full breakdown on my Substack, link to my bio, so subscribe for free, and follow along for all the news you need to know about.
Impeach! Remove the Trump regime! Impeach! Remove the Trump regime!
Representative Al Green just introduced House Resolution 415 to impeach DJT, and I took a look at it so you don't have to. Here are all the main takeaways. Okay, so the overarching theme of HR 415 is that Trump essentially abused his presidential power to act as a self-serving authoritarian instead of a leader that is beholden to the Constitution, with the specific legal and constitutional violations made by Trump being things like violating due process, defying judges, threatening judges, and overall just undermining democratic institutions. So in essence, the one formal article of impeachment is about him being an authoritarian and abusing his overall presidential power. And then those things that I just listed are like the mechanisms through which he did that. So even though that, kind of sounds like it's all over the place, there is one thing that is kind of central to all of this and ties it all together, which is his illegal deportation of Kilmar Abrego Garcia, and then the subsequent defiance of multiple court orders saying he needed to be returned, with one of those orders being from the Supreme Court. It was